My name's Camille. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm a pretty new reseller, and today I want to go over 5 mistakes that I've made as a new reseller, that a lot of new resellers also make these mistakes, and I want to try and help you avoid them. So, to start on more of the business side of things, the first thing you want to do if you're planning on making a profit as a reseller is to create separate bank accounts and use separate credit cards so you can start tracking your purchases and tracking your income. It's really, really important to do that, and also for inventory purposes when it comes to tax season. I was quite caught off guard by that, and I wasn't really sure how exactly to report it, and I had to do a lot of work to report it properly, and it's something that I want you to avoid, so definitely look into that now for next year. The second mistake is you don't have a processing system. You don't have a processing system for your inventory, which could include you're not tracking it, you're not tracking your cost of goods, or you don't have a process for storing the inventory, you don't have a process for, from start to finish, from getting it in your house, cleaning it, taking photographs, listing it, storing it. Write it down and then follow that every single time so that you are consistent with what you're doing, and then that will just make it easier if you want to scale your business later. You can tweak things, doing things with batch work, you're going to be able to do things faster and get that done. As a part-time reseller, it will really help you be concise and use the time that you have wisely. For instance, one thing I've ran into lately is that I've wanted to cross-post. I actually did take the plunge, so to speak, and I started listing on eBay. But one thing with eBay is that you need, actually MERCARI too, I don't list a lot of clothes on MERCARI, but you need the weights. So because my process has always been for Poshmark, I don't take the weights. So now that's something I'm going to be implementing into my process so that I can have that information when I want to cross list. And it will just be easier because I don't have to be going through my inventory after the fact to be doing that. So, and also, so processing system is twofold: processing for your inventory and processing for your business, your receipts. If you're going to be tracking that information monthly, and I will admit I'm not someone that has gotten into this routine, and I know it's going to bite me in the ass. So, I have my receipts, but I haven't been, looking at those weekly or monthly and, inputting that information in a way that I can use it properly or use it to grow my business. Right, so the next mistake is not cross-posting and your consistency. So as a part-time reseller, I've said many times before, it is difficult for me to get more inventory to list consistently. So if you can at least be consistent on one platform, do that. If you can be consistent on multiple and cross-post, whatever is going to help get eyeballs on your inventory, definitely do it in a way that's being active at those places. So if it's if you're on one platform and you're just constantly relisting, do that. And if you want to be across multiple platforms, just cross-posting in a way that's consistent. My fourth mistake, I don't know if this is really a mistake, it's something that you might not know going into it, but you might want to make a decision about if you want to have a curated closet or if you want to do more volume type of sales. So curated closets are going to be more closets that fit a certain type of person, like a bohemian look or luxury or business clothing, athletic clothing, something like that. Or if you just are looking for a lot of volume sales where it's just everything and anything. So for instance, I'm kind of in the middle a little bit. I don't have a curated closet, but right now I do have a lot of items that are just like my personal stuff. So it is more volume sales. However, you know, I am trying to work up to a higher average sale price. And that might mean a curated closet, but for instance, from what I'm doing right now in my closet, for Poshmark specifically, is I have just a lot of clothing, a little bit of home goods, you know, some jewelry, stuff like that. It's basically women's items. And then on another platform like MERCARI, I have more of a mix of like anything. Like MERCARI, I really don't even list clothing, but I do list like more home good items. So that's just something that I do because I don't really want to list the home good items with like kitchen, like real kitchen stuff with the clothing, but that's just kind of my preference. I don't have a super curated closet that fits into a certain style, just because, as I said, with being part-time, I'm kind of beggars can't be choosers, right? So I am using a lot of stuff that I already have in my house to build my closet. But one thing I am doing that I think has been working pretty well is 3 for $15. So any items that are $15 or under, I'm selling 3 items for $15. And that's just because I have a lot of like small like jewelry items, really more inexpensive shirts, and that's kind of helping me move that. But again, it is going to be more volume sales, so you're going to be doing more sales, but they're going to be a smaller dollar. And also, this kind of goes along with it, is if you want to have a branding or a name for like a specific kind of cute name to go with your closet, that might be something that you want to do in the beginning. I wouldn't necessarily call that a mistake or not, but it is just something that you can do to make your closet more recognizable. And then the last thing is specifically for what inventory you're buying, is if you're buying just a brand and not by the brand and style or the style. I've made this mistake a lot. I actually was going through my closet and seeing a lot of things that I definitely wouldn't have picked up now, just because I picked them up because of the name that it was, and they've been sitting. So from the items that you buy to how you're processing it, how you're keeping your records, and then what the output of that is, your cross-posting, what your closet looks like, is all something to consider when starting reselling to get the outcome that you're looking for. So I think these 5 things are really important, so that as your business grows, maybe even if that wasn't intentional, you already have the foundation to make it successful. So again, it's having your separate bank accounts, having a processing system, being consistent in your listing and the platforms that you're on, what kind of closet you want to have, curated or volume closet, and what kind of branding, and then of course the items that you're actually selling and that you're buying things that are going to sell. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. I put out videos every Friday. Hope to see you on the next one.